Welcome, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to our daily Google Meet session. We are going to meet daily at this time for however long we are going to, or however long it takes us to explain any of the old stuff, anything that, let's say, needs to be taken up, any of the new stuff that I am assigning every day. So instead of doing the Monday, Wednesday as we were planning to do, we are going to meet up live every day, Monday to Friday, to discuss anything new that I am posting. Of course, if I'm not going to post something new, which is highly unlikely that I'm not going to post something new every day, then we would not need to. But stay tuned. The only day we might have an issue would be on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays we have our staff meeting. So on Tuesdays, we are going to be a little bit later. Okay, so just make note. We're looking at maybe 11:20, 11:30. Just stay tuned to your Google Classroom for when I post the link to join us for our Google Meet. Okay, so let's look at my screen and share with you a few things. I am just showing Group D, but they're all going to work the same way. So what I'm trying to do, so some of you probably noticed it, I added a whole new topic because whenever I was posting a Google Meet video that we did, for those who were not in attendance, I would post it here and you'd be able to access it. But what I'm deciding to do now is this. I decided under classwork, off to the side here, these topics. One of the topics I created here is Google Meet Session. So if you click on Google Meet Session, you will see all the Google Meets based on the week in which we conducted that session. We did have one on July the 2nd, but that was more like a welcome. Hey, how you doing? This is what Mr. P looks like. So that one I didn't record, but everything else, because they pertain to actual instructions and helping us to navigate through our Google Classroom sessions, I decided, yeah, let's start recording anything that is valuable to anyone who may not have been able to attend the session. So my advice to you is to follow along the classwork. So you click on the classwork, you go to the Google Meet session, just click on it and find the Google Meet date in which you need to, let's say, get some clarification for. So there you have it. A little bit easier for you to find all the sessions that we've actually held. So there were a couple of things that I posted today. So this I posted yesterday, but today I posted a new workout. So daily physical activity, that's where we'll find our workout videos. Okay. Now understand that actually, if you go to all topics, you can get to each workout here. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. I don't know how many times I've repeated myself. If you are looking for the journal to complete, they are all on one of these. Sorry, they're all on one of the actual workout slides. Okay, so they're on one of the Google workout slides. So what I posted here is the actual video themselves, if you're looking to do the video. But if you need to complete a journal, you click on one of the Google slides that has the workout. Okay, I'm repeating this again many times because I'm getting still the exact same question. Sir, where is the journal? After the students have completed the journal already. So Again, for the umpteenth time, your journals will be under one of the Google Slides of a workout. As we mentioned, you're going to put your video into present mode once it loads up. Let me see if I can close one of my other windows, maybe speed that up. So you're going to put the video into present mode. Okay, so there we have it. It's loading into present mode. And as it loads, it's going to automatically play the video. I did this specifically because I want you actually using these workouts. I understand some people, you know, they'll say, I went bike riding, I went for a walk. That's all great, but we need something that causes your heart rate to speed up a little bit. And understand that if we were actually sitting in a school and we were having phys ed class, we would be doing these workouts as our warm-up for our class. Okay, so we're not just going to just go for a random walk. We do those things, and we do go for jogs in the community, but we actually do warm up like this. We do these kind of core exercises, body weight exercises, just to kind of get your heart rate speeding up. Right. And like I've had students say, well, I went for a walk yesterday and I was sweating. Yeah, it was 32 degrees yesterday and very humid. Of course, you're going to be sweating or attempting to sweat, because your body's going to, with the humidity is that high, your body's going to try to cause the sweat to evaporate, but it can't, because the atmosphere around you is already moisturized. It's filled with trapped water vapor, and it prevents you from being able to allow the sweat to evaporate, and hence the reason why you feel sticky in your clothes on really humid days. So there you have it. But I posted the videos because I wanted you to be able to access any one of the workout videos directly. But when you're filling out the journal, you must go to one of those Google Slides. Any one of the slides you go to, it doesn't really matter. It will link you to the same journal. Please do not submit a journal before Thursday. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently for this coming journal. After Sunday, I will lock the journal, and I will reopen the journal on Thursday. So those of you who've been submitting things late after today, I'm not accepting anything late. So anything late will go in as a 0. It is something that you need to stay on top of the work. You need to understand that we've got to, we're moving on. This is pretty much what the life is going to be like at in high school, where there's going to be due dates. You're going to need to meet extensions. And again, if you're letting assignments past their due date and you're procrastinating, you're wasting time, you're doing other things instead of, what your purpose here is right now to get this credit, then you are going to, the due dates are going to seem very overwhelming. So please try to stay on top. Many of you are. So those of you, if you are, ignore my rambling on because you're doing fine. It's those who are not meeting the due date. They're the ones who really need to step up their game, because like I said, after tonight's due date for yesterday's assignment, I am not accepting. So I'm not accepting the assignment that's due tonight, which I assigned yesterday, after the due date. Okay, so if you're submitting it and it says it's late, understand I will not be marking it. I will be marking it, but I will be putting a mark of 0. So you've got to, step up your game. Understand 1-0 isn't going to make, it is going to make a bit of a difference, but in the grand scheme of things, if you meet every other deadline and do really, good work, that zero isn't going to make too much of a difference in the grand scheme of things when we incorporate your numeracy mark, your literacy mark, and your leadership mark on top of that. Okay, so understand that this phys ed course, this is just a component of your full summer school grade and not the grade. So when you see the grade that you have, understand that that's just 30% of your overall grade. So we're going to take into account what you're doing in numeracy, what you're doing in literacy, what you're doing in leadership. So next thing that I want to bring to your attention is today's assignment. It's under benefits of healthy active living, and the assignment was module number 3. So here we are, module number 3. Module number 3 here. What are some strategies you, your parents, and your teachers can use to help increase the rate of physical activity in youth? I did post a video of me kind of explaining this, but if you're here for this session and you understand the explanation, you're not going to need to go to the video. This video is really there for those who, let's say, aren't who didn't attend this session and don't quite understand what it entails. So in this lesson, what you're going to be doing, this is pretty much like an exit ticket. It's a question of the day to wrap up the lesson. So you're going to write pretty much a reply thread. Okay, so in that you're going to, don't give me a 1-sentence, 2-sentence thing. You're going to kind of really try to brainstorm. So brainstorm this ahead of time. So what could be some strategies that you can do, maybe your parents can do, your teachers can do to help increase the rate of physical activity in youth? Let's face it, we, today, especially in today's day and age with technology, we're so bombarded with so much to consume, right? They think about if you're on social media, and the one thing I notice with people with social media, the more people you follow, the more you're going to need to scroll, right? So think about how many people you follow, right? So if you're following hundreds of people or thousands of people, you're going to have to be scrolling through all that, right? And if you're one of these who's like, just spending hours on end, that's time that you could be doing to stay physically active. And understand that all that time on social media negatively impacts your mental health. I think one of the lessons eventually, I'm going to be sharing a lesson about mental health and how social media really plays a negative role on that. So understand that social media sites like Instagram, Snapchat negatively impacts one's mental health. So please understand that, especially if you're someone who notices, hey, I'm spending a lot of time on my device. I'm scrolling, liking this, liking that. Again, these are things that we might want to limit and get out there, get outside, go outdoors, get involved with some kind of physical activity. One of the things that I've been trying to stress is, my workouts, yes, because my workouts are pretty nice and short. They're like a 12-minute session, and it comes out to like 15 minutes with my explanations and demonstrations originally. But understand that after that's done, then go for that bike ride later on in the day, or start off in the morning with a bike ride, go for a walk. But that's all extra on top of the actual workout that you are doing. So understand that, I did that workout. I did a workout this morning. I'm going to be doing a weights workout in my basement later today, and I've already done a 5-kilometer bike ride with my daughter just before coming in to get started on this session. So again, like, being active is not just for those few minutes. It's pretty much trying to make time, especially since the opportunity to go for walks, go for bike rides, that's not going to happen come the months of December and January and February when we get all that snow. So let's take advantage of these months where the weather is nice, preferably earlier on in the day when there's let's say there's not as much heat, because as the afternoon rolls in, it gets hotter and hotter. And if you are going to go out to do some form of physical activity in the later times of the afternoon, make sure that you stay hydrated. Bring a bottle of water with you, bring a thermos of water, just something to keep you hydrated throughout the day. So what you're going to be doing is, for this, you're going to come up with some strategy, and you're going to post that strategy. You're going to post that strategy after. You're going to post that strategy, and then what you're going to do, you're going to wait till someone posts a unique strategy, or maybe a strategy that you might disagree on, and you might want to tweak their strategy. So you have to reply to 2 other students in our class and their strategy as well. So that's the assignment. So you're going to be posting your own, and then you're going to be replying to 2 others. So if you're going to be the first one to post, understand you're going to have to wait up until someone has posted something that you wish to reply on. And again, if you're going to be handing this in closer to the due date is tomorrow night, please try to reply to someone who has not been replied to, okay? Because I'd like to see that almost everyone gets a reply at some point. So I'll tell you in a moment. So this is the benefits of working at home, I guess. So there you have it. There's today's lesson. So it's really just a reply. And of course, I posted a new workout. So try the new workout. It is a core workout. So please, especially now that the link to the journal is open for you to complete the journal. The journal is due on Sunday. This assignment is due tomorrow night, and the assignment that I gave, module number 2, is just that worksheet where you're putting in the check marks and you're completing the first table. That is due tonight at 11:59. So please be mindful of those due dates. I will be addressing any questions. If you don't have any questions, have yourselves a wonderful day. Remember, try to find some time to be physically active, because remember, if we were in a classroom, we would be physically active in that class. Okay, we would be doing some of those exercises. We'll be running. We're going to be doing push-ups and sit-ups and other crunches and leg raises and lunges and jumping squats, and we're going to be doing all that kind of that kind of exercising as our warm-up, on top of, let's say, playing a sport, doing drills for a particular sport, maybe going into the weight room. Again, it all depends what what protocol will be for September, again, as to what we're going to be allowed to do when school comes into play again this coming September. So understand that there are going to be some changes. We might not be able to play the games like we typically would play, but eventually we are going to be doing all that stuff. But remember, those workout videos are pretty much like the workouts that we would be doing in a class. So that's the reason why I'm posting it. That's why I'm taking the time myself to create these workout videos, because in a sense, I want to be doing what I would be doing if we were in a classroom. So if we were in a classroom, I would be doing those exercises with you, or I'll be kind of walking you through it. I don't get an opportunity to exercise with my students just because there's always 2, 3 who are like, just, the minute my head's down, let's say doing a push-up, they're just standing there or sitting there and deciding I'm not going to do a push-up because he's not looking right now. So, and I'm too tired, or I'm being lazy and I don't want to do it. So please do find the time to do the workout. Again, as I stressed in the video, go at the pace you can go, right? Just because, because the workouts that I've been sharing have been 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. In those 40 seconds, yeah, you might be able to do half the number of that exercise, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Maybe after 20 seconds, you're tired and you need to take your break a little bit sooner. Use that as a way to kind of motivate yourself to try to push for the next time. Use that as a way where, hey, I got tired this week. Hopefully next week it's going to get better the more I do these these exercises. So if you don't have any questions, have yourselves a wonderful day. I will see you all for tomorrow's session. Have yourselves a great, great day. Take care. I hope you liked this video. If you did, do not be shy to hit that thumbs up button. And while you're clicking the thumbs up, click on that subscribe to stay tuned to my new videos. Thanks for watching.